The NBA ID Fan Favorites campaign tipped last week, allowing fans to vote across the NBA app, NBA.com, social media to decide the best moments from the 2024-25 season. The voting started with Dunk Week. I think a big part of that was because they were, Dunk of the Year, because it was Dunk Week. So they started with that one. We got 6 nominees, guys. We're going to show them to you here on YouTube. For the podcast listener, I'll tell you what the dunks are. And we can just run through these, JD. First dunk, nominee for Dunk of the Year last year. Good old Canadian boy, Shaedon Sharpe, flying for the one-hand dunk against the Wizards after that sort of backcourt steal. He just skies up there and throws it down with some authority and then hits the ground.
Maybe highest vertical on a dunk this year?
I think
like
that is right. Thank you for bringing up dunk score.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have as a second nominee, Jalen Green, detonating on Cade Cunningham and the Pistons after, again, a steal from Amen Thompson. And poor Cade there just gets left on an island, and Jalen with a huge dunk. Pascal Siakam, a nominee. We're going to the finals. Remember this one? The Tyrese Halliburton sort of like spinning, call it a no-look pass. You know, he put some flair on the pass, and then Siakam dunking on the Thunder. Who got hammered there? Was it Dort? No, I guess it was J-Dub. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a nominee. Then Jalen Johnson. I had forgotten about this dunk against the Pistons again. He loses the ball sort of as he goes for the dunk and then sort of punches it home. You'll see it here on the replay. It slips out of his hands.
That's amazing.
And he spikes it home like he's Air Bud in a volleyball movie.
Olive oil on that ball?
Yeah, maybe. And then we have LeBron James, the big left-handed dunk. Ooh. He sort of switched hands, in air. Task like that one. Then he got a steal right away. That was a big dunk for LeBron. Especially a left-hand dunk like that. Mm-hmm. And then the final nominee, Ja Morant, going baseline against the Celtics and avoiding Derek White and Kristaps Porzingis with the double pump reverse. So those are the 6 nominees. Tess?
Yeah,
who got your vote?
So many to be left out as well. I mean, there's lots of good ones. Shaedon Sharpe, I guess. It just looks spectacular. You know, the lean back while he's hammering it home. And there's a defender flying by. I think I'd put that.
Do you dock number 1? A dunk points, though, when the guy does fall down? I always wonder about this. Like, does it... Or maybe you could say it makes it even cooler. That he, fell to the ground as he sort of got hung up on the rim there.
This one I do think it makes it cooler.
Okay.
Because it looks like he gets a little bit of a boost from Champagny when they collide midair. You can tell he is thrown off from a balance standpoint, so he's probably trying to save his ankles when he lands. And I don't know. I just think that it makes it look like he jumped even higher, since rather than just his feet hitting the ground, his whole body hits the ground. So it's like, whoa, you just fell 60 inches.
Yes,
that looks crazy. I think I would vote Shaedon Sharpe. But I do love the Jalen Green one. I think it's cool that there's history between him and Cade Cunningham as well. They've got a big beef dating back to high school, so a cool 2-on-1 dunk draft pick wise. If the Pacers win the finals, I would probably vote for Siakam's dunk. And that one was a major moment.
Yeah.
Is that game 6, I think?
I think it was in Indy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. They were turning the tide, and who knows what could have happened in game 7. Yeah. We all know what went down with Tyrese Halliburton there, but man, what a massive momentum play. I feel like Siakam had maybe just scored on the previous possession as well, or maybe he had a block on the other end, but I don't know what it was. But Siakam was hooping in this game, and this was a very cool NBA Finals play. And then the little LeBron switch hands, I think is so cool how quick he does it, and then to actually have some power on it was pretty sick as well. And he also should have gotten the foul call because he gets hit across the shoulder and face.
He gets smoked there. Yeah. I mean, look, there's a reason why they're the nominees for Dunk of the Year. They did a pretty good list here, even though, you're right, Tass, they left a lot out, including Quentin Grimes with the highest dunk score of the year, which I thought was pretty funny. Wasn't even a nominee. Yeah, I guess top 3, I'm down to Sharpe, Siakam, and Ja Morant's dunk, which I have to tell you guys, did win the fan vote. The Ja Morant, a little double pump there, reverse. It's like the most unique of these to see sort of like what you would see in a dunk contest type of dunk where he avoids the 2 defenders. It's crazy how this ball goes it barely touches the mesh, it feels like. It just goes straight through. Pretty good celebration too. So that ended up winning the fan vote. And maybe a part of that's John Morant being a fan favorite too, but they ultimately thought that maybe it was because it was last. People went through all the dunks. And, it's like the best dunk is the last dunk you've seen, So maybe that came into play.
Very different with the emphasis on the dunk in comparison to the rest. As you said, it stands out for that reason. But yeah, there's so many left. Jalen Green had another monster. What about DeAndre Hunter? Anyways, there's a ton. There's a ton.
John Collins, we've talked about. He did have that big one on Kobe White where he chicken winged him in the face. that was a big dunk score as well. But let's hear from you out there, everybody in the stream team. Which one would you have voted for? Would you have gone John Morant? Would you have gone Siakam, Sharpe, any of those other ones, or maybe one left off?